Good afternoon, this is Darnell from Porsche of Ocala. Just wanted to take a moment to show you one of the Porsche Macans that we have here in stock. This is the Porsche Macan Turbo in Rhodium Silver Metallic that has the agate gray and pebble gray interior. Macan is a wonderful vehicle. This one has quite a bit of options on it. The Macan Turbo is powered by a 3.6 liter V6 twin turbo engine that produces 400 horsepower and 406 pound-foot of torque. It's a very impressive SUV. Has a very unique sound to it. Most six-cylinder SUVs are very quiet. This one still has a very throaty sound, so it remains to have that Porsche feel. The way this one is equipped, you have the Porsche Dynamic Light System Plus with this, so you have the full LED lighting, so you have the 4-point LED daytime running lights with the LED headlight. And it's kind of auto levels when someone's coming towards you using a lens system that's in the front windshield. This does have the surround view cameras. The backup camera and parking sensors have become standard on the Macan. It's 2017. This one has the additional camera, so you have a camera up front as well as underneath your mirrors. This does have the RS Spider design wheels, which look great with the car, especially with this color. And you have the red brake calipers to stand out to show that this is the sportier model. You have the side blades painted to match the vehicle. This car does have the Premium Package Plus. With that, you have the entry and drive system. So right here on the door handle, you have a notch that's right there, so it allows you to lock the vehicle, and to unlock it, you would put your hand inside the door handle where there's a sensor. And this car does have the tinted taillights, which look great with the vehicle. Adds a little bit of contrast. The logo here matches the paint of the car. And you have a little discreet button right here to open the hatch. As a standard option, the Macan has the powered tailgate, and you can actually adjust that in height. This vehicle is equipped with the air suspension. So with the air suspension, you have you can adjust the height of the vehicle, and especially when you put it into Sport and Sport Plus mode, it'll work with the PASM to give you more of a sporty ride. But back here you have these two buttons. You can lower the vehicle, say if you were loading luggage into the car, and if it was heavy, you can lower it to absolute lowest setting. That way it's easier to put in the vehicle. Going back to the tailgate, this is adjustable in height, so you can press and hold here. Once you reach the desired height, the car will chime, and then it's stored within the memory. You have a second button on the right that's part of the entry and drive system. So if you had all of your luggage out of the vehicle, you could press that button and it'll lock the car as well as close the hatch. Going back around to the driver's side, I'm going to go into the back seat. Just to give you an example of how the seats fold down. They do fold down in a 40-20-40 split, which means you can either fold one side down or the other, or you can fold down the center. So you have multiple options with that. You have your rear vents that are standard. You control the temperature slightly with the vents from the rear. The vehicle is equipped with the Bose surround sound system, which because of the acoustics, because of the design of the car, how insulated it is, it sounds absolutely phenomenal. And this is a new color combination for the Macan. It's a very gorgeous combination. With the seats, the package that's here, you have the 18-way seats. So you have quite a few adjustments. There's an extension in the very front for your legs. You have adjustable bolsters for your thighs, as well as for your side and to close in on your rib cage, so that you're not sliding back and forth around the seat. You do have an adjustment to move the seat forward, back, up and down, and you can even tilt the seat. Then you have the backrest, which you can tilt, as well as the 4-way lumbar support. Now there are other options for seats with this. You have the 14-way seat as well as the standard 8-way seat. You do have the memory package with this. So you have 2 settings for the seats, and then you have a setting for your key. Lane change assist and lane keep assist was added onto this vehicle with the premium package plus. So lane change assist is that button there with the car in the mirror. So when you press this, the light comes on, and the light comes on this mirror, and that uses a radar system towards the rear of the car to actually let you know when a car is coming up in your blind spot. And if there's a car coming up fast, it'll flash rapidly, or if you're signaling to switch lanes and there's someone in your blind spot, it'll flash as well. Okay, going on the inside, you have the 3 instrument clusters just like you would see in the Cayman or the Boxster. They really wanted the Macans to feel and look kind of like a sports car. You have the PCM with navigation. It's completely touchscreen radio, very easy to operate. In 17 they changed the layout so it has kind of a frameless display. It's a little easier to operate and a little faster responding. You have your dual zone climate control. Now the Macan is all-wheel drive, so you have this button to the upper right that's for your hill descent. So if you're on a steep decline, you can hit that button. The car will do what it has to make sure you get down safely. You have all your controls for ventilation. Here on the driver and passenger side, you have the heated and ventilated seats, which come with the premium package plus. This car, like I said, does have a lot of options. So you do have the sports chrono package. Will get you not only do you have the standard sport mode, you have the sport plus mode as well. You get upgraded transmission mount. This clock here that is standard on the Macan then turns to a lap timer. If you'll notice that it has a 60-second clock there, as well as showing a digital layout of the time. You do have the air suspension in PASM. This is going to be a button for your Porsche active suspension management, and this is a button for your air suspension, so you can lower and raise the height of the vehicle. You do have an on and off road mode, considering it is all-wheel drive. So if you were on some more rough terrain, you can hit the off-road mode and change the way the vehicle operates. You have your lane keep assist here, which is going to help maintain being in the center of the lane. So if you start to drift, the car will steer more towards the center and help keep you where you should be. You have your automatic start and stop function. So this is going to shut down the engine to conserve fuel. The car will use numerous systems that are in play to help you save fuel as much as possible without doing it too much, so it won't shut off every single time that you stop. Now the Macan has the new design steering wheel, and it was the first vehicle from Porsche in a production car to get this new steering wheel. The steering wheel came from the 918 Spider. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have your volume control. You have a button to answer the phone, and you have this diamond-shaped button which you can use to switch between media sources. But you can customize this button inside the TFT display, which I'll show you in a second. On the right side, you have a roller to operate the TFT display, your back button for the TFT display, and then a button to hang up the phone. You have your paddle shifters attached to the steering wheel. A perfect placement. Everyone loves how they feel with the feel of the steering wheel. Now going into the instrument cluster, you have your speed, your RPM, and then your TFT display here. So this is important, and Porsche put a lot of thought into this because it makes it very easy to access everything that you need. So using the roller, you scroll through there. Here's your vehicle menu. At this moment is showing boost pressure, coolant temperature, oil temperature, and oil pressure. You scroll down, you go to your audio function, so you can see the radio stations from here. If you go down, you have your phone option. So you have access to your call history as well as your contacts once your phone's connected. So it allows you to dial out from there. Here we have the map, and let's change this layout so we can see it a little bit better. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. So you have a map right here, so you can change this screen to have the radio or your trip computer up on the screen. As you scroll down, you have your previous destinations. When the navigation's actually active, this will show you your turn-by-turn directions. You go down, you have your trip computer, tire pressure, you have your torque split, which is going to show how the power is being distributed between the front and rear of the car. Seeing as it is Porsche and it is a performance brand, power does go to the rear tires before sending the power to the front. And here's the last piece of your sports chrono. So you have the lap timer and the dash, but this is how you would operate it. So from here, this is how you would start the lap timer, and it'll count down here, and you can even record the times that you do. And then you go back around to the vehicle menu. So from here, you actually have access to quite a few options. You have your info, which will show you when services due, show you the ride level, as well as any alerts that come up in the car. You check your oil from here. Since the car's not running, it's not going to show anything at the moment. Limits, which will allow you to set a speed limit, and the car will alert you when you exceed that. And then access to your settings. So the display function will control the display here, but your date and time, assist systems, light and visibility, locking, air conditioning, you have access to pretty much everything you need right at your fingertips without having to take your hands off the steering wheel and not breaking your focus from looking ahead of you. There are some things in the PCM here that you can only control from here, but most of the stuff you can do from the TFT display. Now this car does have the Connect Plus option, so you get a SIM card, so you can add 3G service, as well as use the car as a hotspot. And then if you have an iPhone, you can connect your iPhone and utilize Apple CarPlay, as well as a couple of other options. Macan has a very unique design with the hood, which is really nice. So it kind of wraps around the fender a little bit. It wraps around the headlights, so there's an opening for that. Porsche went above and beyond when designing this vehicle. Everything's functional. If you look here in the front grille, you have these active vents in the front grille that open and close on their own. So when the car is getting too much air, they'll shut, and when it needs air, they'll open up, and the air is redirected through here and into the intake system on the car. Now, obviously, just from looking at this, the car is very stiff, very rigid, like a sports car would be. Right, and that is the Porsche Macan Turbo. Hope you enjoyed the video, sir, and look forward to speaking with you. Thank you.